Dark Silence Reviews.
Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves.
Welcome back, everyone. Dark Silence from Dark Silence Reviews coming at you with a quick little synopsis and overview / review of Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Officially released on April 24th, 2025 for the Xbox SS and a couple other systems like PlayStation 4, 5, Windows, etc. Let's dig into this. So, after playing the game, honestly, just after like a couple hours, one thing that stood out for me for this game was that it was a little dated. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but when it can't compete with fighters from the 90s, you start having a problem. I do know another game that was kind of like a little harsh releasing, which was like Samurai Showdown 4 and 5 and 6, you know, but those games are pretty unique. This one just kind of started off with something unique. I mean, there is an RPG mode here, and it offers like each and every individual character to go into the South Town, and you fight fighters based on levels and stuff, and they have like challenges and whatnot. As you can see, the roster is actually not very big in this game. That's another huge problem with it. And after you beat the main story, the second difficulty unlocks with the Southtown Plus, which will unlock more fights and stuff that are way more challenging. That takes you up to level 100 plus. Although it is a cool feature, there is not much to the story when it comes to it. You would figure that this RPG portion of it would be like really in depth, but it's quite literally just, it feels like it's just tossed in there as something extra. There's only one mini game that I unlocked too, and it's like a button press for I guess like you up, down, left, right, X or whatever, and you have to do it 3 times in a row, and there's different levels. It does offer online, obviously. There's a couple different modes, rank, casual, and then you can make your room. There are some leaderboards and stuff, same as usual, but it's very bare minimum. The gallery, obviously it has movies, but my takeaway was that like a lot of the movies are just cel shaded, or just like screens of art and stuff that just don't really hit like a full movie. To me, it feels a little lazy. I feel like a lot of this was played out in the 90s. A lot of us like to have some kind of CGI movie going. I mean, even Mortal Kombat has like a banger movie going out, and then I mean, obviously like games like Street Fighter and stuff are still struggling to kind of figure that out. But I do feel like it's a little lazy to just do a little bit of artwork or just art steals. And then in the movie section, it also doubles into art right here. If you notice, that says artwork. And this is quite literally the extra gallery that was taken out from the actual art that's in the ending or entrance. And to me, that one kind of like, I mean, it's nice to have it still there, but I mean, with how they pause on a movie, let me play a movie to let everybody kind of know what I'm talking about. We'll just play it real quick. So this one is the only one that's different. It's narrated and everything. But the second one, it just kind of shows
Look who's climbing the
like
ranks.
narrated screens. Where like it has a 3D version of the photo and it moves around 3D, but it's not really moving. It's just a picture. But that's basically the whole story. To me, that's a little lazy. I feel like that's a little bit lazy. That's just me though. Maybe some people like it. They do really well with, I believe, the jukebox. Which is really cool if you like the songs and stuff. They have a lot of playlists and stuff that you can create yourself, and there's all kinds of albums for each and every Fatal Fury that's ever come out, which is pretty crazy. just an example here. This one has 2 songs. This one has like 38. So they give you quite a few different songs, obviously, but you know, it's less words for these songs. A lot of them it's just like background music, kind of like elevator music, you know. It's soft tone. It's like lo-fi. If you had to put it on there towards anything, I'm sure there's a couple songs that are just like whatever. There's this one. It's quite literally just lo-fi music though for me. And I think that this feature is pretty cool in the game overall. But let's get into some gameplay here, just to show exactly what I'm going to be talking about here. We'll do a versus match real quick. Arcade mode does offer like the endings. There is practice and training. A good bulk of the achievements are really rough in this game. A lot of them are going to be focused around training and missions and getting to like level 100. To me, Special Versus is probably the funnest version of the game. I will be getting some extra videos up for some of that. But basically, you could set on an ignition mode. Ignition gear is like the new attack mode where like you have a certain part of your health bar that ignites and you get powered up so that you can use a massive combo. And then the fill rate meter of the regular game, even online, it's just really slow going. You only get to pull off an SPG move maybe once per match, but in this mode you get to pull them off however much you want. The moves are cool if you're able to pull them off, but it's very rare and few in between, if that makes any sense. It's just really, really rough. Notice right here, like this is the Excel ratio where you could put your bar to start off an SPG, but you have to bank on being able to hit that health bar, and your opponent gets to see where your SPG meter starts off too. So it's in their best interest to wind down your health past your SPG so you can't pull off your SPG move. They're gonna know it's coming. I mean, it's just like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, stuff like that. They're gonna know that your special move's coming, but in this one, they really know when it's coming. In this mode, you get to like fill it up really good though. Another thing too is that like anything past computer level, I guess level 2, is gonna be rough on a good majority of people. So good luck on playing anything on 3 to 5. So your best bet is to set them at like 1 to 2. Because 3 might be a little rough for some people. We'll set her at 1 just because we want to show off a little bit of the gameplay here. Graphically, you know, like the game is a little bit, you know, toned down graphically, and the roster is very, very lackluster, especially the content. The endings are very lackluster. There's just a lot of lackluster stuff. Like it could have been better, I feel. There's nothing wrong with the artwork per se approach, but I do feel like after this many years they need to like kind of like have CGI. So yeah, so the SPG meter is like fully up for me. Notice hers is like just barely starting, and it's like most of the moves are going to be quarter circle, and you get to pull off this special move, but it's going to be very rare. You don't get to pull it off more than once if you're lucky, and if you miss it, you're done, which makes it very challenging. Even in, I couldn't imagine online. It would be pretty ridiculous. But they are pretty cool to pull off. I will have some shorts coming up with that. This is the only cool feature that I think is cool, but the problem is that you'll never get to pull these off. Like, if ever. It's gonna be very, very rare. But yeah, these are the cool moves that they're allowing you to like do, and then you got the regular ones, which are quarter circles usually, and it's like they use up certain bars, but they don't take off as much health as you've seen right there. Obviously this is an instant. This is just special mode. Special mode is actually pretty fun, but the regular game is much rougher and harsher. It's nearly impossible to pull off any of those moves, if at all. So overall, I do feel like the game is lacking a lot. I won't lie, I got bored of this game after like hour 2, I think. I'm kind of over it. They do let you edit colors, but it's not enough. And here we go with the full roster here. Go to classic versus. And then there's some locked behind walls. This is quite literally all the stages too. I mean, it's not like the stages do anything special either. It's just background. So yeah, so this is the full roster. You got a couple of the extra characters. Like you get Ronaldo, I guess he's a soccer player. And then a couple other people that are like guest characters. But a good majority of the roster is just like locked away. You do get Geese, I believe, unlocked, and this one right here might be part of the DLC, which is Andy Bogard, which is unfortunate because they left out a lot of the original cast. They try to push in a lot of like the newer characters like Rock and Freecha, you know, a lot of the younger ones and the less known ones. And I get that they're trying to mix it up kind of like how Street Fighter was recently. But one thing I will say is that like maybe it could be that I'm just spoiled on the roster list at this point when it comes to like games like Super Smash or Mortal Kombat or just anything else that has like more characters. I will dock myself for that. But these are all the main characters that get endings. I'm probably gonna wrap it up at this point. I might do like another character or two, but I feel like I've gotten all the endings that I've really wanted out of the game, and I really don't feel like doing any of these. For the most part, all the main characters I did. When you get a cast of like only a handful of them, you know, you kind of like, okay, you know, I'm kind of done, you know. But aside from that, I do feel like the game is just very lackluster. I would definitely wait for a price drop anywhere from $15 to $10, and maybe they'll add extra characters that are free. But this is just it's just not enough fighters. It's just not enough fighters. There's just not enough diversity in the cast. The endings are lackluster. The modes are very lackluster. And the online is even less so lackluster. It's just a lot for a game that's 60 to 70 to 80 bucks, personally, if you ask me. Everybody's entitled to like their own opinion. I'm pretty sure some of you might find this, you know, really good game, but for me it's a big flop. I'm glad I got to try it. Thankful that I didn't spend $80+ on it, because I would have been disappointed. But that's how it goes with fighters, right? Sometimes I do feel like you're better off getting a collection like, you know, the Marvel vs. Capcom collection or the Ultimate collection, you know, or even just Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is the universally way better game than this, and that one has a really short like list of characters, but that's saying a lot considering like that game did terrible for a lot of people. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't the best Marvel vs. Capcom, if you ask me. And then, you know, when you compare it to like Mortal Kombat, it just does not hold. It just doesn't hold a candle to it. And obviously that one has more gore and violence, but as a fighter, it's just more meshed out. It's flashier. It offers more diversity in character. There's way more customization. The only problem that one has is that it's pay to play and pay to win, basically, and there's just a lot of stuff that's locked behind microtrans. That's where it went wrong. We won't get into that one yet. Obviously, I'm just, you know, ranting on at that point. I apologize for that, but yeah. King of Fighters, City of Wolves. Definitely not it. Maybe some of you have a different opinion. I'd like to hear everybody's opinions. Maybe, you know, maybe I missed something here. Feel free to like let me know if I might have missed something that might be amazing, or like, oh wow, you know, like that might wow me that I'm missing here, but this is quite literally all I see, so it might be a little rough. I do feel like you're better off probably just getting King of Fighters 15 or 16 or something like that. Just get one of the King of Fighter games. They have way more characters, and that one's even like a little clunky, you know. I won't lie, like King of Fighters is just like, it's not quite near as crazy, but I do feel like that one's a hell of a lot better than this game, and that's saying a lot because King of Fighters is quite literally just Fatal Fury combined. But I don't want to piss anybody off. I don't want to go into that. But yeah, roughly speaking, I would say that this game was a solid 5 out of 10 for me, honestly. It's fair, it's just not there. You know, it's not a terrible, awful game, but it's not something I would invest more than 7-8 hours into at most. I'm just not having fun with it. Maybe when somebody comes over and does some verses with me, maybe I'll change my tune just a little bit, but I don't see it happening. I think I'm done. I'm done with it, and that's under 10 hours. Anyhow, once again, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I know this was a just put together review and overview of the game. If you need to know anything else, make sure to comment me and I'll let you know about certain things. If I miss anything, which I doubt I did, because this is just it. This is it. Obviously, the Microsoft Store has, you know, extra characters and stuff in there, and probably all kinds of stuff behind paywalls. But you know, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've done a review. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.